The UHAS 11 weather impact forecast is sponsored by Tom Sundergeld Plumbing and Baker's Heating and Air Conditioning.
And of course, here in Louisville and Kentucky and in general, we've been experiencing this extreme heat, Mallory, that you've been talking about all week. It seems like just rinse and repeat. There's a lot of hot temperatures out there and that humidity.
Yeah, the heat and humidity hard to go away when we have a weather pattern like this. This ridge of high pressure that we keep talking about is basically locking it in place. And what we're looking at here, it's a different kind of map to show a similar thing. It's our heat risk. And this is put out by the National Weather Service, and you'll see in the reds and purples, these are major to extreme heat risk. Part of this is due to the heat indices, so the heat and humidity, that combination. But part of it where you might see more of those purple splotches also has to do with population. You're higher risk of seeing heat risk inside of a city where there's less trees, less ways to kind of cool yourself off. And what I'm going to take you through here is Thursday, and then we'll notice Friday, still a lot of red and purple on the map. It's really not until we get into this weekend. Saturday, Sunday for us, this starts to shift more so off to the east through the mid-Atlantic, up to the D.C. area, as you just heard about. And then next week, we start to get a little bit more and more of that relief. So we're going to stay in this ridge of high pressure for the next couple of days. It starts to shift off to the east and then breaks down through the weekend. So our 7-day heat index trend, of course, this is just one model output for the Louisville metro area, a lot of 100 to 105s, but some of the more rural areas can get up to 110. We're talking about a lot more vegetation, more crops, more moisture in the air, higher humidity. Then as we carry on through the weekend, it's still going to be hot and humid, so you do want to exercise caution if you're going to be out and about a lot for the 4th of July. Just make sure you do stay hydrated, find shade if you can, because it's still going to be warm and humid out there. Rain chances, though, those start to return. So this ridge has really kept us very quiet and dry for the last several days. Lots of that hazy sunshine. Tomorrow, we can't rule out a shower or storm, but models have been favoring areas to our south and west. We'll keep an eye on that. But starting on Friday, you'll notice 30% chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then Sunday and Monday up to 40%. And something I do want to point out with the rain chances in the long-range forecast is this time of year when we have all of this heat and humidity built up, the storms that do pop up can really get into all of that fuel, and they can be on the strong side. So be aware of some gusty winds and heavy downpours when it does rain as those storm chances return. But your fireworks forecast looking ahead to Saturday evening, if you're heading down to the waterfront at 10 p.m., temperatures will be in the 80s, winds are light. We have a 20% chance of seeing a pop-up during that time, and of course conditions remain humid. But that ridge of high pressure, as I mentioned, keeping storms on the outskirts, that's another term for this, ring of fire. We typically talk about that with volcanoes, but also you can see that around a ridge of high pressure. Storms kind of staying on the outside, but being strong at times. Back here at home, we stay dry and hot for another evening, humid as well. Temperatures tonight only falling into the 70s once again, so very rinse and repeat of what we've been seeing here lately. Highs tomorrow afternoon will be climbing back into the mid-90s area-wide, of course, feeling about 10 degrees hotter than that. We'll watch for any kind of pop-up showers and storms, primarily to our south and west. Better chance for that starting Friday, taking us into the holiday weekend and early next week. Good news is temperatures eventually dip back down into the upper 80s by next Tuesday and Wednesday. Conroy.